Hey, welcome back everybody. It's December 6th actually, and the food forest is pretty much asleep. Well, except for Daisy, who's looking for things to dig up and chase around. But not everything is asleep. Check it out. Found some flowers today. This is my green tea plant. It's a Korean green tea. And for whatever reason, it has decided that now is a good time to flower. So I'm seeing flower buds all over it, which is really cool. And they smell really, they have kind of like a citrus, like a, same thing as kind of like an orange flower. They have that kind of scent to them. Yeah, this is looking really good. My evergreen blueberry is kind of like taking on its fall look. They seem to stick around with this kind of like purple red leaf, and then eventually they put out green leaves again when it gets a little warmer. The yuzu still hanging in there, looks really good. And this one fruit is still hanging, which is really cool. It's a little bit bigger, and I'm assuming it's gonna ripen, I don't know, maybe in January? I'm not sure, because I've never grown these before. We'll see what happens. So far, so good. Hopefully it gets maybe twice that size. If it does, that would be, you know, kind of the size of maybe a satsuma or something. Right now it's more like I don't know, a couple inches. It's very small. And then the other thing that I found growing is my loquat. So this thing, I've said in the previous video, has an unusual habit of kind of waking up when everything else is going to sleep. And it did it again this year. You can see there's little green leaves right at the nodes. Same thing at the tip. It started growing again. Seems pretty happy. I don't know, every year it tends to like wake up right around the time that we get like an ice storm, and then it rips all these leaves off. So I don't know, maybe it's like a little confused, or maybe where it's native. This is a great time of the year to grow. I don't know what's going on. But in any event, it adds some greenery to the otherwise kind of like brown gray landscape. And the other thing I'm going to do is, now that all the leaves are off of the trees and I can see the kind of like framework of the tree, or the skeleton, or however you want to think about it, the form, I'm going to start thinking about pruning them. So I'm trying to remember my forms from last year, and then remember which direction I wanted to take them, and then I'll take a look, kind of like start pruning these branches off. So like, for example, this pear tree in particular likes to grow straight up, and I've read that that's kind of a trait of pears. So I've been kind of knocking them off and trying to get them to grow sideways, because the sideways growth is what fruits. The upward growth is what continues growing upwards. So it's like this branch thinks I'm the top of the tree, I'm going to continue getting bigger, and these branches down here that are more horizontal, these are fruiting spurs, and they just continue to fruit. So for example, like if you see this branch right here, it's been hanging down because it has a lot of fruit on it. There's fruiting spurs like all over it, and it doesn't have that same habit where it wants to like drive straight upwards. Anyway, I'm going to start taking stock of what the trees are doing, get them all pruned up, and then I think that's it for the food forest for the winter. And then it's yeah, time to take a break, relax, you know, look through some seed catalogs and hang out. So I hope you guys are having a good fall/winter break now, and look forward to a good season next year. Talk to everybody later.